We've got a letter that I really don't know very much what to do with. It's longer transactional text. It's a formal letter. And the topic says, and it comes from Unarine, and it says you're studying for an exam and there's a power outage or load shedding, and you must write to the municipal manager complaining about it. All right, so one of the important things in an exam is making the right choices. You choose your essay and your longer transactional if you're home language, and your essay, your longer and your shorter transactional if you are FAL, and you choose it carefully, really carefully. Would I touch this letter? No. In English we say we wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. I wouldn't touch it. All right, why? Because first of all, I think there's a difference between a power outage and load shedding. A power outage is like an accident. It's unexpected. Load shedding is this planned thing that happens. But what are you going to say to the municipal manager? I mean, I can only think of a really silly letter that would go along the lines of, Dear Sir / Madam, outage on 19 May 2020. I was studying for my exam and the power went out. Next paragraph, I was extremely annoyed because I needed electricity to study for my exam. Final paragraph, please don't let this happen again. But that strikes me as a really, first of all, we know the problems with electricity and Eskom in this country. And if it's your municipal manager, they're probably doing everything they possibly can to build up their reserves in order not to have power outages. We know that the whole country doesn't want to have power outages, whether they're planned or accidental, that when a substation explodes, it's a crisis. So I'm not sure. I certainly think I could write a letter to the press about this, because then I would be entering into the conversation about where do we go now and how do we spend money and how is taxpayers' money spent and all of that kind of thing. I could see a letter to the press, but a letter to the municipal manager. He doesn't want to hear that I was studying for accounting, business studies, or economics. He's not interested. He's got better things to do, like fixing the problems with the power outage. So I can only see quite a silly response. Okay, so I need you to tell me what the problem is. I mean, were you seeing the problems that I saw and thought, I wouldn't write this? I can see the next one on this thing that you've sent me a screenshot. It's an obituary. Please show me the obituary. That's usually much easier to write. It's certainly probably going to be easier than this letter. This letter is a disaster because my marker's going to say, so what did you achieve with this letter? You whinged, you moaned, you whined about it. So what? And give me an average mark. And I don't want an average mark. I want a really good mark. So, Honorine, send me this obituary. Let me see what the obituary is. Maybe it's much better.